Well, once again, I'm out there making it another great day, and this is an absolute gorgeous day here at the Florida Botanical Gardens for the Florida West Coast Orchid Society's repotting of orchids, teaching people what they need to do about their orchids. If you don't know, this is the place to go to an event like this. They also have some different types of plants here also for sale at this event, and this is going to be fun. Let's go. We've been here before, but let's go check this out right now. That's coming at you right now. And I am just outside of the entrance to the Florida Botanical Gardens for the Orchid Repotting by the Florida West Coast Orchid Society, and they are selling bromeliads right outside the door here of this event. All the proceeds from the sale of the bromeliads are going to benefit directly the Florida Botanical Gardens right here in Largo. Well, we're about ready to enter the Orchid Repotting here at the Florida Botanical Gardens, and I found the right spot. This little garden right here. There's many people showing up here for the repotting of the orchids here. Some have even brought a book. This is the first line where you start here at the repotting of the orchids. Here's somebody's orchid ready to be repotted, sitting here in a chair, waiting its turn. And this is our second step back here where they pull the roots out with a little water to get them ready for inspection and repotting. And then finally the third line, these people here are waiting in line to get their orchids inspected, trimmed, and repotted into the pots.
This is the Florida West Coast Orchid Society, and we're holding a repotting clinic for people that have orchids that don't know how to repot them and are afraid they're going to kill them. So we have a station-by-station repot clinic, and you also learn while you're here, and I'll take you over to where the triage starts. This is where we start. It's called Start Here. And basically you bring your plant in and we look at it, and we look to see if it needs repotting or even if it doesn't need repotting.
Anyway,
we don't want to repot it if it doesn't need it. So here we have a flower, and our triage specialist will look at the plant and then determine if it needs to be repotted or not. Station number 2 is the soaking station. Once we decide that the plant needs to be repotted, then we can actually soak it, and we put it in bins. Over here there's bins, and we take all the old media out of it. So we will soak them, and then once they're done soaking and we cut them apart, then we'll get them ready for the repot station over to station number 3. This is station number 3. This is where you actually get your plant cut and then also repotted here. This is where they do all the work, where they will size up the plant for the pot that it has to go in, decide if it needs sphagnum moss or if it just needs a phalaenopsis mix or basic, we call it a repot media mix. And then once we're done here, you have your plants, you'll be all done, and then you just come to station number 4 where you pay.
When they're not getting enough water through their root system, they start taking it from the back bulbs here. These are all water storage.
We're at fwcos.org, Florida West Coast Orchid Society, fwcos.org.
Several people are down here to repot their orchids here at the Florida Botanical Gardens. As you can tell, there's several different types here for sale on the bromeliads, and they're only $3 each.
And we are out here today for the Florida West Coast Orchid Society's Orchid Repotting, but we also have a small plant sale, so we're selling bromeliads here, and then we're here trying to get people to know about what's going on at the garden. Our biggest and most exciting thing is that we are in the process of planning to build a children's garden, and we are so excited about that, and we are so excited that we just want to get people to know about it. We want to get people engaged with us. We want to find some money so we can do it, you know, like top notch and that kind of stuff. And but we're also doing all kinds of great activities. We have a number of great things coming up over the next several months, including something a really cool thing that we call Story Walk, where we're going to take a children's book and it's going to be on display. And as you walk along the path of the garden, you can read the story to your kids. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So we just want people to get engaged with us, become members, check us out online. Our website's up to date and all that kind of stuff.
Well, this has been a fun little trip here and visit to the Florida Botanical Gardens here for the Orchid Repotting by the Florida West Coast Orchid Society. Check them out on their website in the link in the description. And appreciate Cheryl Fink from the Florida West Coast Orchid Society to talking with us. Also like to thank Vernon Bryant, the Executive Director here at the Florida Botanical Gardens. Lots of exciting stuff happening here at the gardens. It is free to the public to come here. They do encourage donations. That does help the gardens. And I've been to a few events here, and it's some pretty big grounds, and it's a great place to bring your family and have a relaxing day. Maybe even bring your lunch. And it's a beautiful day today, and I'm going to keep going out there finding more places, little events like this for you to discover. And I'm discovering and I'm learning stuff in the process and meeting some wonderful people, and it's a lot of fun. Remember to go out there and make it a great day because you deserve it.